Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. This is tutorial series number 5 here in Maharlikans code regarding this TSNotify software that we are about to create. Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel. So we will continue on guys, and this is our last part here, so we'll continue on. We need some variable declaration first prior to our thing. We need to initialize this guys, our memory database here. Shall I say, should I call it the memory database? Anyway, it's stored in the memory, so what else we can name them? Okay guys, what do you think? Okay, so integer. Okay, we need a byte again. Okay, so we will store this in a byte guys. Okay, ts initialize. This is where we need to initialize the TSStat struct with an empty values. Okay, this is our initialization guys. Later we will use all these things. We need a shortcut name guys, so we don't need to, for example, if you consider again that this is your struct name, we cannot avoid that. Sometimes we need to be very specific with our struct name. If you declare a very long name there, every time you don't have a shortcut, then we suffer. You also suffer. Okay, so we need this short name so that we don't need to key in all the time like this one. And then it's very convenient for us guys. This one is our initialization. So every time when you have a map something guys, you need to, before you can use a map, you need to initialize this by creating you need to initialize the instance of a map prior to use this, otherwise you're gonna use the map or any other like a slice or a strings, all these things guys. So you need to initialize. Okay, so we continue. SMStat. Okay, this is the one. And then I need the status here, which is the make again the map. Okay, then I need the string inside there as our key, and then a byte again. Okay, so this is our SM, is to initialize the SMStat struct with an empty values. It's a good practice guys, you declare all the names so like this, there is a hint there. Okay, so right now we also need some of these variable. Prior we can we need to call, after this guys, we need to call all these things. In our previous discussion also we have this how we can use this and store it in our struct, all the values here in this group, and then another group like this app group, SMTP group configuration from the YAML file. Then we will read and store it into a struct. Okay, so we need this probably I need this event ID guys, event ID storage. Okay, just hold on, I need to declare all this first, so we can later on, we will be just straight to the point there. Later part, no need for us to redeclare and go back and declare all these variables guys. So event ID storage is to store the stores the event ID guys, history. These are all for the second method, the map collection. So okay, so okay, and then hold on. So I will declare few variables here, guys. So because we need to tackle all these settings here, we need to read now. What I'm going to do is I will just add all this first, guys, so it's easy for us later on. I need to declare all these settings first. Recipients, and then the task name list, monitored task. So we put this all in the string array. Then we need a var from subject, all these things, guys. Hold on, just hold on. SMTP host, SMTP host, we have done the host name. We need the SMTP username. So these are all from the SMTP settings, guys. SMTP password, and then I need the log datetime format as a string. Okay, I think the host name is there. It's duplicate, so I don't need this, guys. It's a duplicate, so I declare that is better. So what we're going to do now is need to add few things here, guys. So this SMTP enabled, SendGrid. We need this SendGrid enabled. So later we will declare all this as a false, as a default value, guys. So okay, so we can just hold on this, hold on power, SMTP port, SMTP port, this is the port number. We need to declare as a integer, SMTP. Okay, so we need to use this, the default SMTP here, guys. So I have declaration here. Now we have the SMTP port. So normally it's a port 25, guys. So no worries. We just declare this as a standard there. Since we have the constant variable there, so we just use up. Another thing is we need the TaskSched list. TaskSched list. So these are all the things. Okay, this is the struct. So we declare all the struct first. Event list. So this is our another struct, which is the monitored events. Okay, so var the default config, guys, we just declare as a short name. Default configuration there, our struct there, and then another one, SMTPCon. This is all our struct. We need to store all the values from the config.yaml. Okay, configurable variables, guys. We are almost done probably. Then we can test further. SMTPCon, another one is the SG SMTP. This is for the SendGrid. Okay, so this one is a SendGrid SMTP. Have you noticed, guys, that I'm using back all the structs that we declared here? Okay, these are all the thing, SMTP grid, SMTP config, all these things, guys. Because you remember in our previous discussion, we have this each time you need to declare as a struct, so that easy for us using these unmarshal keys, which is a built-in command in a Viper. Okay, guys, so Viper package with the same author, which is the SP13. Guys, we continue. Var upcon, this is for the upcon struct. Okay, up info, another var for the logon Then we store the logging config. These are all the logging config here, guys. These are all we need to declare all in the settings there under the root.go. So okay, we almost done this part. Need to review a bit. Okay, so we have done most of the things, and then what do you call, okay, need to declare few things, guys. Okay, need to declare this var, what do you call, sgc. So again, we need to use the sulat now, guys. So this is the thing we need to declare. This as a earlier prior to this video, remember that we have this discussion regarding the sulat package, which I personally use, guys, and I personally make this code available in GitHub. So you can just visit to my IT Republic GitHub there, github.com/itrepublic/sulat package. So we just redeclare here. I think hold on, guys. Sulat package. Okay, guys, so I have this sulat package here. I quickly installed the sulat package. You can download on my github.com/itrepublic sulat package, guys. So you can use this SMTP. Right now it's supported with the classic SMTP and the what they call the SendGrid API key. So I personally use this, and then you can use this on your project also, guys. Okay, this is for my own package, so you can utilize this also. Right now I quickly install, and then to catch our time. Okay, guys, so I quickly install, and everything is installed, guys. So the setting is there, guys. The how to install all these things. In my previous channel, I have a dedicated video. In my previous discussion, I have a dedicated discussion about this sulat package. Just search on my previous videos there, guys. So okay, so just the installation is there. This is for the initialize. I just do exactly the same there, whatever I wrote there, guys. So you can just have this globally, or a variable globally, which is the sulat that SendGridSMTP. Okay, so we use this, and then after this okay, I have another one here. I need to initialize, guys. So SMTP for the configuration there, sulat.smtpconfig. So we declare all the initialization here, guys. We can put all the empty configuration there necessary for the sulat package, and then initialize this variable globally. Okay, variable globally, same thing, guys. I just copy over. Okay, so these are all the things, and then after this we need to declare all the settings here, whatever we have here, guys. So we need to we need to capture all these settings now. Okay, so probably we need to use this. Okay, guys, to catch our time, I have a small mistake here, which is a letter T without the T. So you should have a T, default con. It's a wrong spelling. Okay, guys, I continue. Prior to that, we declare already all the variables, so we go back to this function, guys. Load Viper config. I created all these things here. This is for our what I call to read the app config, guys. This is for the app app config. Here just show you this configurable variables here, which is the app properties. So you need to read all these two values here, and then all these settings, guys. The SMTPCon, this is for the SMTPCon, and all the validations there, guys. If the port, this is for the SMTP configuration. This is under the under this SMTP properties, guys, from our config.yaml file. So I read all these things and do the necessary settings also. So in our port number, we need to have at least it should not be 0, guys. So all these things, if equal to 0, then we should throw some error to the user. Then that's so that the user will reconfigure the configuration under the config.yaml file. So the SMTP port is required. All the SMTP host is required if this setting is enabled, guys. So if this setting is enabled here right now is false, because I intend to use the SendGrid. If the user try to on this enabled to true, then I will in place all the validations there necessary for us to run and read all those configurations from the users. Because the user's input we cannot fully trust, guys, because sometimes they put some funny characters that then we need to validate. As a developer, we need to validate all these informations prior to use this. Is it okay or accepted in our program or not? These are all the basic things, guys. So we all do this in place here. These are all for the SMTP tab, which is under this SMTP. So these are all the codes, guys. Okay, I just highlight for you. These are all the things here. And then another tab, another property from the config here is the SendGrid, which only have two settings also. Two configurable variables here, which is the API key and then enable true. Okay, so these are all the SendGrid here. Then we do the unmarshal key from the Viper. Okay, so these are all the settings also here. These are all the things. I use this Tago, guys, Tago package, which is my package also. You can also found in IT Republic GitHub /Tago there. You can use this in our previous videos, right? We have a previous discussion there. We use the encryption and decryption using the AIS. So this is the thing, guys. So I made this package available under the GitHub, so you can just straight away use. This is the good thing for Golang, guys, because everything you can code sharing. It's good because we share codes to our fellow developers like you and me. So we just want to share and like our videos here, and then subscribe to my channel. Then we can have code sharing properly, guys. So thank you so much, and then I appreciate it. And then you can just go get here, guys. So so you can just have the proper usage here. There's some sample code that you can do this. So we need to do this, guys, because we need to encrypt, right? We need to decrypt and encrypt our things prior to use this. Like for example, this sensitive information here, which is the API key, and then our username and password. Then we need to encrypt. We need to encrypt all this sensitive information here, because this one is not available. This is classified information, so we need to encrypt it so nobody can decrypt. But we need to be very careful with your secret key, guys. This is what I'm talking here. You should be very careful about this secret key here. So this is the key to unlock the secret key. Okay, so okay, these are all the things here, the settings. If there's some error, so how you use the Tago is all in the GitHub there, under this Tago package. Tago, in my own dialect we call it as Tago is a secret, guys. We need to hide it. It's like a Tago. This is a proper what do you call a proper pronunciation for this? It's up to you guys. Tago. Okay, so we move on. Again, this one is for, these are all validation, guys. This is what I'm telling you, that this one is for if anyone must be enabled. Either one must be enabled for the SMTP, either SendGrid or the classic SMTP. So if this one all, for example, this one all false, guys. So if you want to make it false, then you don't, there's no point for us to send an email because you disable either SMTP or the SendGrid. So how we can able to send email? So this is the problem, guys. So if the user will do some funny things, so you can play around with the configuration, then it's our role as a developer to validate all these things, guys. So okay, so either one must be enabled, guys. So we need to throw back the error letter. I will demonstrate to you on how this one works. Okay, I just want to illustrate here. These are all the default under the default value here, which is all the default here. These are all the settings. Need to capture also here the default. So I need to check and then do some proper validations as usual, guys. So and then after all passing all these validations here, then we store all the variables that we declare early on top of this coding here, on top of this root.go. So we declare everything here, and then after all passing validation, we store all the information here, guys, at the bottom after all this validation. Okay, so right now we are now in the monitored task. Under this monitored task, we also capture this, whatever the settings that the user entered there or key in. These are all the monitored tasks. Okay, these are all the monitored tasks. And then after that, these are all the monitored events. So we will do the same because they are all the same style of see, there's only the difference, the event ID and then the task name there. But below is the recipients. Okay, guys, so these are all the monitored under the monitored events. Some validations there, and then all these things. These are all the validations, guys. Okay, so these are all the logging here. So these are all the loggings, guys, under this logging tab here. This one under the logging tab. So we need to use this unmarshal key again here, this part, and then datetime format is required. So at least we either one, and then there is some validation here also. There is something like either must be enabled. One must be enabled also, guys, because this is very important when we do the logging later on. We will log the validation or the send email, everything we need to log under this by using this ITR log, which I also have available in my GitHub there, which is the IT Republic under the ITR log. So okay, so we all in place most of the time, most of the thing here. I will try to build again, guys. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so we will try. Hold on for a moment. Okay, I have this location. Now I need to TSNotify. SendGrid API key is required. Please check your config.yaml file under the SendGrid. These are all the validations that we in place, guys, because right now we only use this SMTP. We use this SendGrid, but we never key in our API key here. So we need to key in our API key. Okay, hold on for a while, guys. Excuse me. Then these are all the things, guys. So okay, guys, I think probably we need to stop here for a while, and then we will continue in our next tutorial series here in Maharlikans code. This one we need to have an encryption first. Right now we only have a decrypt, but we need to encrypt something, guys. Probably we need to have another command there. We can create this first command. Right now we don't have a command yet, because this one is requiring an encryption, guys. So probably we will cater here how we can encrypt these things. So in our program here in the TSNotify, we will have a new command, probably to encrypt sensitive information, guys. So we will use this .go package that I personally wrote also, and available in my GitHub, which is the IT Republic there. Then we can use this and then encrypt some sensitive information. Then we will throw this sensitive information probably here in the screen, yeah, or in the logs there, also possible. So this is our next target, guys. Prior to this, next to this video, so we will have this what they call the new command, which is to encrypt the sensitive information first, because we cannot do anything now, because we need to have some SendGrid API key to be encrypted first. Unless I disable this validation, then also possible, but no point, because we need to create anyway. We need to create this we need to create the encryption there, and then we can put this information back, the encrypted text here under this API key, so we can use the very long encrypted text. Then we can have then this error will not be shown again. So see you in my next video, guys. Thank you so much. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to my channel so that you can have more software development like this. You can have all this software free tools that we have discussed and shared here in Maharlikans code. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. May God bless us all. Thank you, and bye bye.